20 years ago, Active Schools set out with a powerful mission to get more people more active more often. Along the way, Sport Scotland championed and reminded us that we are all part of something big. Here in Stirling, volunteering has been integral to the opportunities our young people have benefited from. We have partnered with teachers, school staff, families, young people, sports clubs and local communities to make our mission a reality. Together, we've given thousands of young people positive experiences in sport and physical activity. Over the past 20 years, we've been so lucky to have so many fabulous volunteers. However, we are beyond blessed to have a few special heroes who have shared the whole 20-year journey with us.
Hi, I'm Rhoda Keenan. I work at Strathyre Primary School as a support for learning assistant and admin, and I have been volunteering with Active Stirling since the very beginning 20 years ago.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, and thank you very much for volunteering for 20 years, which is a phenomenal input, and you've really been a hero for all of that time. Would you like to just tell us some of the Active Schools programmes you've been involved in over the years?
I think I've been involved in most of them, and I've been to most events. Done most of the training that year. Haven't been to any training latterly. I don't think there has been.
Well, once you're as fabulous as you, there's no.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been fantastic for the children to get all these opportunities that they wouldn't get. To get to try all the different sports, and some have gone on to high school and carried on with them, or gone to Stirling to the athletics clubs and things like that they wouldn't have had the chance to if didn't get Active Stirling involved.
So can you think of some of the different programmes you've been involved in over the years?
The club golf, that started, I can't remember now, many years ago. We actually had a Scottish golf champion's son here at the time who took part in it, and everybody kept saying, oh, this will be for the next Ryder Cup that was going to be happening in Scotland. We would hopefully have somebody competing in it. Nobody from Strathyre competed in that Ryder Cup, but
you all had a nice time taking part in the programme.
Yeah, they did. They loved it, and yeah, they went to Calendar Golf Club. And we've done rugby, football, track and field. We go to that every year. Curling. We've done curling as well, and the kids loved that.
I also know over the years you've supported lots of the young leaders in school, so we've maybe Active Schools maybe provided the training, but you've definitely sustained that activity in Strathyre Primary School.
Yeah, we have. We've had our playground buddies, and they sometimes organise sports in the playground for the kids. Now it's the sports ambassadors. We get them to do everything for us, anything sporty. We just competed in the team games recently, and they organised it all for us. Just with a wee bit of encouragement, and it was great. The kids loved being active. They love doing sports. I suppose it is better than sitting down doing maths and literacy, but they love taking part in anything.
And I think Strathyre Primary School have always had lots of opportunities, and a lot of them have been down to you. I think one of my favourite stories that Claire came back with was that she'd been asking the kids who'd been taking part in lunchtime activities, and somebody was like, oh, it's Primary 5's day. Oh, so do you take part in the football? Or if it's your day, Mrs. Keenan says that you're taking part, you just take part. And I was like, a lady after my own heart, so I loved that. Everybody was active.
Yeah, everybody has to be active, absolutely. As I say, because they don't get the opportunities, they have to take part and then learn the skills, and they can take it forward if they want.
What has been your favourite Active Schools experience, if you had to narrow it down? And I'm sure they were all good.
They were all brilliant, all brilliant. Going on training courses was always good. One of my favourites was the bikeability one many moons ago, and we went to, it was either Killern or Balfron, and there was no bikes. And we had to kid on, we were on a bike, going along, sticking our hands out, turn left, turn right, and we were just walking along this makeshift road in the hall. It was brilliant fun.
Brilliant. What, do you have a favourite event? Because you've attended a lot of those. obviously locally we have the Mini Stook that's run in partnership with the community in Active Schools.
Yeah, the Mini Stook, the kids love competing in that because it's on their ground. They feel as though they've got the advantage. The track and field I love going to, it's really good because it makes the kids aware that there's other people out there, not within our cluster, that they're joining other schools from Stirling, because a lot of the things are done within our cluster. Cross country, that's really good. Always cold, but it's really, really good. And our kids think they have the advantage because they're running about the hills here.
Well, they do.
They do.
I think I can also remember one year where you had both the runner who was first and last, really representing the full scale there.
Yeah, absolutely, we did.
And what has sustained your participation in that? Why have you given so much time over such a long period of time? What do you enjoy best about supporting sport and physical activity?
The kids' enjoyment that they get out of it. Even children who are not keen on doing sports, they will take part, and at the end of the day they do enjoy it. And it gets them into competing with other people rather than just their own school, and mixing and getting that sportsmanship, friendliness in them.
Brilliant. Across Stirling we have really diverse communities. We've got schools that are really different. You're in a really beautiful rural location. What's different about Strathyre Primary School?
It's brilliant. We give not saying nobody gives the children everything, but we give them so much here. They've got the outdoor learning. We've got fantastic areas for outdoor learning. Other schools don't have that. You know, we can go and get lost just in the playground, in the woods in the playground with the kids and play games and teach them, and they learn orienteering in the school grounds to begin with. You know, navigate your way around the school grounds.
I think one of the things that's definitely been an improvement is where you can store your kit, because back in the day you used to have a wee shed outside that sometimes if we left bags of tops equipment at the time that we'd be sharing around schools, sometimes we'd have a wee furry visitor.
Yeah, we would have little furry visitors, yes, and we used to have to go up to Lochern Head Hall for PE, get in a bus and go way up there for PE and come back down. Now we've got our own hall, which is fantastic.
I can also remember being in the hall in Strathyre, and it was a theme day that was like to do with the war. So there was flags and buntings, there was tea and coffee, because the hospitality at Strathyre is always second to none. You're not always just offered a tea and coffee, there's always some sort of treat on the go.
Absolutely.
And everybody was dressed in the time period.
Right, yeah, we had
and the hall was from that time period, and if I hadn't looked down and seen my sort of Nike tracksuit, I'd have been thinking that I'd have been like, I'd had a step back in time, so I was like, oh.
Yeah. I think we even played war games actually, as in PE games with a Gurdon clique and things like that as well. We just try to give the kids the best opportunity in everything, every subject.
And if you had to recommend volunteering with Active Schools, what would you say? What would be your, what would you tell other people who might want to be involved?
Go for it. It's the best thing out. It is. To be lasting this long, 20 years, something must be getting done right. It is brilliant.
Is there anything else that you would like to share?
Active Stirling are brilliant, and it's great to work with them because it gives the children fantastic opportunities to set them up in life in sporting events.